Well, Brian, the events in Washington today are really now seared into the minds of American people, including how law enforcement responded. Many saying police didn't act fast enough to stop the riot. Orko Manna joining us now live with the stark comparison now being made. Orko?
Well, Denise, some are comparing law enforcement's reaction to the storming of the U.S. Capitol today with their response to the Black Lives Matter protests in D.C. just a few months ago. Experts saying there are now some deep questions that need to be asked and answered.
It was horrific.
A dark day in American history Wednesday with a violent mob of Trump supporters descending on the U.S. Capitol building. Lawmakers, including those in Nevada's congressional delegation, placed on lockdown.
To me, this is more than protesting. It was more than rioting. This is violent extremism.
For those on the ground, one thing was obvious.
The police, they were clearly overwhelmed at the Capitol.
Video shows law enforcement struggling to control the crowd. The National Guard only mobilized after the rioters overran the building. A stark contrast to these images from the summer showing the National Guard already on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial during the largely peaceful Black Lives Matter protests. That raises the question,
why wouldn't you do the exact same thing for thousands of people on the right?
UNLV professor Tyler Perry says historically there's a perceived threat when minority groups protest. He adds the pro-police attitude of Trump supporters may also impact law enforcement's actions.
In this discourse have convinced the police that a Trump rally is not going to turn violent because they're there to support them.
The question now is if things will change.
That today has proven that they don't care about law and order. But as long as they say it, they will be treated differently.
Photos of today's events also filled social media. The president of the NAACP tweeting that, quote, armed terrorists stormed the U.S. Capitol with little to no recourse. Reporting live tonight, Orko Manna, 8 News Now.